Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Friendly Gamer 117. When we last left off, we found out Georgie was actually the one who killed them. It might have been on the Crooked Man's orders, but Georgie's the one who actually did it. I was jumped by the two Tweedles, Jersey Devil and Georgie. One of the Tweedles got stabbed in the fight. Georgie tried to pull a knife on me, but I turned it on him. And I'm confronting him now at Puddin' and Pie, and based on that last scene, it looks like he is actually bleeding a lot, so let's go ahead and get right into it.
On. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a
I
minute.
just want to listen
Okay.
in for a second. I know they probably know I'm here.
How did this? Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
Oh, it's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here. So it won't be your fault.
Alright, I'm just gonna go in. Better not be mad that he got stabbed, since he's actually the one who tried to stab me. But I'm sure everyone's gonna blame me.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Oh, Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff? I had to say your goodbyes
I'm not
first.
gonna say anything. He really needs medical attention, but he's also the one who's guilty.
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian, you don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying to help you here.
Why are you
Just leave it
protecting him so
alone.
much?
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered—
Of course it does. Those girls.
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean-
fucking... Ah! You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? Ugh. I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look, I'm
Sometimes you just have
Why
to do
did
what
you
you're
do it
told.
then? Let's
Why'd
just
you
figure
do
that
it
out.
then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out. The both of you can go rot in hell.
Georgie.
You think I'm the one to fucking blame?
That's not what I meant. I
You're
was
still
just
responsible.
You're
You're
still the
only
one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and kill me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Nerissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know?
I feel
At the
like
end
you
of the
should
day,
probably
you're just
lay
like
down.
him. Coming here, talking about options. Like it was
Why
that
couldn't you let him
simple.
go?
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die. Do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you, you don't know the fuck about
What are you
anything.
talking about?
What are you talking
What the
about?
heck?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
So Vivian
I know
is the
that,
one
but did it have to be like
who's
this?
been keeping him quiet.
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the Crooked Man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just...
I couldn't kill.
If you still
cared
think it's so
about.
fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it!
I told you, sometimes all your options are
Find
shit.
another way.
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk
can...
about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't
not
really-
doing
Just shut up.
Vivian, I'm not gonna kill you.
I know that.
Wait,
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care.
I want
have
to
to
break the
forget
spell. I
what
don't
I've
want you to
done
have
to
to
them.
kill
What I
yourself.
took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian,
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian,
Georgie.
no!
Oh,
Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian!
Damn it!
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh!
at the end of the day, Georgie still killed people. And Vivian's also
Get
involved, but kind of feel a little more for Georgie
Get
now, knowing
up.
that they weren't trying
Don't
to.
think so, Bigby.
The Crooked Man messed it up.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the Crooked Man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright? For both of us. You know the bastard deserves it.
After everything that's happened, he's
Make
gonna
a
get it
promise to a
worse.
dying man.
Georgie's getting
He's
it.
gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with.
not who I
I'm
am.
not sticking around for much longer.
That's not who I am.
Prove it then. No more games, alright? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick. I know what I did.
So he's gonna die either way. He can ease his suffering.
Let's not
I'll
draw
do
this
that.
out.
All right, Georgie.
Okay. It's hard because I'm trying to show everyone that I'm trying to help. It's hard when things like this are the only things happening. Maybe in the end, Georgie believes I'm trying to be a better guy, but that doesn't help everyone else. Great. This is not going well. Georgie and Vivian are the only ones who could have collaborated the story. Georgie wasn't going to survive. Vivian killed herself, so now I gotta get someone here to talk. It seems like all of them were kind of turning on each other in the end.
Of course.
Well, let's break in and get the Crooked Man. Maybe I can get someone else to talk? I don't know. Oh, man. Things are not going well. Is there anything over here? Might as well look.
So this is where they've been sending these.
The best safety device is a careful worker. Alright, let's go in. Looks like I maybe tripped an alarm or something, so they're gonna know I'm here. Awesome.
Bigby Wolf.
The big bad wolf.
Oh great, Bloody Mary's here. Just what
You
I want
used
to.
to
Oh,
be
actually, let's look at
something.
these.
They used to fear you.
Oh, so they've been watching me. Watching me with Snow. Watching. Okay. So they've been watching us for a while.
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
They're actually gonna jump out at me. Is it a workbench? Oh good, they're making silver bullets.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
What the heck?
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Cut this shit out!
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners?
Great, so I don't have to fight
Or was
Bloody
she too
Mary.
busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town? Oh, come on!
And I'm actually
Is that the
in,
best you can do?
so it's not like. Yeah, Bloody Mary's basically full. I've been fighting for days. I haven't been sleeping. I've been shot. Great. I gotta fight when I'm severely weakened. seems to be really fast. Check there first. At least we're already a little faster and stronger in this wolf form, so that's gonna yeah, so I'm been fighting severely. Oh gosh, I'm severely weakened, and she's at full strength. She's faster. Ugh, great. She just snuck up on me. This is a good place for her to be in a fight because... oh, jeez. Guess I blocked those two. Oh, didn't block that.
Where are you? Come out and face me.
I don't know why she would, though. She's a lot faster. Oh! That's terrifying. Oh. It's just too fast for me. Ugh. They can throw her in some hot steel. Uh-oh, I don't think I'm gonna do it. Oh, well, that should slow her down since it fell on her. Yeah, I don't know what's up today. My Xbox is loading everything so slow. Okay, now I'm even bigger. The problem is I don't know if this actually will make me quicker or not. I'm physically stronger, but if I'm not faster, it's not really going to help fighting someone as quick as Mary. I think that's the problem, that she's so fast I can't even hit her. Oh, she's over. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I didn't... This is... Wolves are usually the ones who hunt in packs, and not usually defending in packs. Oh, gosh. Oh, man, there's no way I can do it. What the heck? I can't hit them fast enough to... Oh gosh. Maybe I have like a crazy thing I can do. I'm just gonna make the Matrix, so I just throw everyone away. Oh, okay. Oh, got one. This must be me as... This must be how big the wolf actually is. Oh gosh. Even this big, they're getting me. I wonder if this is like my full form. Uh-oh. Ha! I'm not afraid of you. But actually, there's just so many of them. Oh my gosh, even more. Oh! Gonna Huff, and I'll puff. I'm gonna blow your houses down, Mary. So one got away. Gotcha. Oh. Ooh, okay. I got her before she could stab me in the eye. So I guess I can get even stronger. So in case people didn't get the sleeping with whatever wind blows through, in the story, at least in the fables, I don't know why everything's taking so long to load, but at least in the fables, Big Bad Wolf's mom slept with the north wind, and that's how Bigby came about.
Hello,
North
Bigby.
Wind and
You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
oh, that's a good
This gun
reason.
holds 6 rounds of special. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
You're dealing with me right now. Snow's
You plan
not
to
here.
do what she says, don't you?
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair
Problem
trial.
is, this guy has so many people
Can
in his
we at
pockets.
least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
Fine.
The whole town will be calling for your execution.
He helped so
Don't
many
you want
people.
me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Okay, if you're not a murderer, then what are you?
You're not a killer? Then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community.
Fine.
And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest
Or I
of
could
this
say it was
miserable
self-defense,
town.
but I'll bring you in.
You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very
about
different
Fabletown.
things.
This is about protecting Fabletown. And some asshole murders 2 of our people. It's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
Alright, let's
All right,
go.
let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers.
What I worry
Your
is
punishment will follow.
he has a lot of people like under his thumb, and yet Georgie's the killer, which kind of does excuse him from the murders, but he still ordered it. He still did a lot of bad things. I don't know if it's really enough to convict him. And just so many people have like reached out to him to protect him, or not to protect him, for help. And I feel like he's gonna argue that
but we have to do something.
he's better
Are you
for the
fucking
community.
kidding me?
When does
because
this
how
thing
bad
happen?
it
Are we
is.
sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to.
So we'll just have to see how well they did at getting
back.
people on our side by
Crooked man.
Thank God.
being good and not beating the shit out of everyone.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's
He didn't
place.
make it easy.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do
you?
you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What
people?
could they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice.
I really think this is
I know
gonna be
normally
hard.
we'd schedule a formal
So?
hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt
He gave
you,
the
Miss
order
White.
to kill them.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
Sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
I
dead.
killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Yes, that's what I'm
So
thinking.
you
This is
see,
gonna
the
start
culprit has been
turning
punished.
people against
There's
us.
no
That doesn't
need for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on, it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
I'm gonna let people
We
talk.
all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's right.
get
But we promised you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the fuck?
This is about justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you
jeez.
gonna get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter
You
of
helped
time
cover
before
it up,
something
too.
like this happened.
If you were
that's
so
bad enough.
offended by it, why'd you cover it up then? If it had nothing to do with you and your shit, then why'd you try to protect him for so
What
long?
cover up? I never made any attempt to hide Georgie's criminal activity from you. I learned of it myself
For
only
fuck's
recently.
sake. Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's
I
he
was
talking
attacked.
about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about,
I
don't
think
you?
he's gonna start
They'd do
swaying people
anything.
against us.
You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling
Oh, yeah,
on street
this is where
corners,
people are gonna start
I
turning
was there
against
to look
us.
out for you.
Uh-oh.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
That was Crane, that wasn't
Crane
us.
was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway.
I'm glad I didn't
Nowhere
burn her
else
tree.
to turn, she came to
I
me
think
for
that
help.
helps.
And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself.
I'm really glad I didn't burn
And
her
what did
tree.
they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
Snow?
Snow made a
I
mistake.
know. Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
That doesn't make the Crooked Man
You've made
innocent.
some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at
I think
heart.
we'll do better now that Crane's gone.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you, exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
We're gonna end
We're
that.
not gonna tolerate this shit anymore. The debts are wiped. His business is closed. He's done.
right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Yay, green leaf. Good thing I didn't burn that tree.
Very good, very good.
Must have a
The
trick up
sentiment
his
is
sleeve,
surely
then.
appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murders.
was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
You can't talk your way out
You
of
won't
this.
be able to talk your way out of this, crooked man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're
Oh
doing
gosh,
it.
he is swaying people back.
I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course.
He's fishing for something, and I know he
Where are
has
you
it.
going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all
One,
just let
that was
go?
Bluebeard.
You can't
Two,
be
Snow wasn't
serious.
involved.
That was different.
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
That's not true.
That's
I
not
need a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you?
I didn't
Who filled your lives with the
Be
promise of more?
Tweedledee.
Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
I hope I've shown people that I
Who
can
will
be
be the-
trusted.
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
Oh, she's not.
I'd like to...
She can
I
talk
need
now.
to say
'cause,
something.
Vivian's gone.
We're
She can speak.
kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Vivian
Be
killed
quiet.
herself.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself. Back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa!
your-
My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say...
So now we have someone else who
This
knows
just
it.
confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What?
I wonder what they'll say about you when the tide turns. What
There
lies
is no
they'll...
appeals process.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone.
Jail is probably better than killing him.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough
I don't give a
bloodshed
shit.
So we
already?
get rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment, so I think
This is going nowhere.
Someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting
Let's
yourself.
just vote on it then.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure?
Throw him
This
down the
isn't
witching
how
It's
well.
what the people want, Miss
Kill
White.
him or
Okay,
imprison him with magic.
Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow,
Just do what you think is right.
Well, I don't want to kill him since that's not what I'm
Yes,
trying to do.
Sheriff. Do what you think is
I
right.
think.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has
So
to
we
die.
can
can
lock
lock
him
him
up.
Just
away.
I'm not
fucking
gonna
get
just rip
rid
his
of
head
him.
off. So I'll say.
Not this
Oh,
way.
oh, it's gonna bring me down. I'm not gonna hit him. I'm not gonna throw him down there.
You all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please,
We're gonna lock
we
him
can.
up.
you said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What
serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
If I was doing a mean playthrough, I'd probably just kill him right there. But since what I've done the whole time isn't really being the mean or evil person, that would be kind of weird to all of a sudden just do that. So I know this episode's running long, but I think there's probably only like a small section left of kind of closing everything up, so I'd rather close it up and not have like a 10-minute long final episode. So also I'd love to hear in the comments what people would have done if you would have killed him, if you would have thrown him down the well, which I think just, you know, falling forever, or imprison him. Oh, I guess that's the imprisonment.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Frog
Let's
catcher.
just call it even.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
There's a lot of people there, probably aren't happy.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
I know now is probably not really the time to talk, so I don't want to.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
So I wonder if things are actually going to be better with Snow. Looks like there's still a line. Looks like Bluebeard's still walking in.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Ugh, Colin. I said I'm not sending him to the farm, and I won't, but he's really making it hard for me. Ugh. So yeah, you know what? Maybe with Snow and Bluebeard, maybe it won't necessarily be better, but I'd like to be optimistic. Hopefully we can start helping people. I mean, it looks like Gren, at least in the line, was a little happier to see me. Tiny Tim was there. Hopefully we can help everyone. Mr. Toad, I gave you money for glamours.
I'm going! Jesus!
We only have like 5 minutes.
They carry me, for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit! You forgot these.
Oh,
I'm sad that Toad
It's been pretty busy
has
around
to go
here.
since
Morning, Sheriff.
I told him they wouldn't have to.
Fucking day. Shit! Just go grab that, would you?
I did try to help.
Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
Oh, looks like
You know,
Crooked
he was
Man's
up
going to
crying
the
all night, poor kid.
farm too.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
I'll give it to her.
Yeah,
I feel really bad because I
couldn't
really
take them
wanted
all
Toad
with
to
me,
stay.
And she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if
She's
you
gonna
touch
love
them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm really sorry.
I'm sorry, TJ. But, look on the
I
bright
gave them
side,
money to remember
okay?
it.
There's plenty
To
of
pay
space
for
to
their
run
glamour.
around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around.
So I guess I'm not really
wolves,
allowed
you
there.
wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby! Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
How should I know?
How should I know?
Oh, now I feel bad. I wanted Toad to be able to stay. I let Colin stay, but now Mr. Toad doesn't get to.
Saying goodbye?
That stinks.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Yeah, I understand.
It's okay. I get it.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place.
Wait,
can you imagine
no
the
choice
lengths
about
they'd
what?
go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
I guess you're trying
You
to
were
protect them, but you kind of
Just
sold
trying to
them out.
protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Just tell her more. I don't want to touch them because
What
I feel
happened?
like
Can you tell
people
me
are still
anything
afraid
else?
of me.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What
So
does
she
it matter?
actually lied.
I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I'm not going to respond to that. But so she lied, that actually makes a big difference since people wouldn't have believed us without her testimony.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because
That's
of a
not good.
stupid technicality. Especially after... That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
What the heck?
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them,
I remember
at
fabric.
least save the rest of us.
I picked up.
That piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us.
That's not going to happen
really.
anymore.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you.
You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that
Snow
a lot
doesn't
these
really need
days.
me.
Snow doesn't really need me.
Hey, that's what I just
I'm
said.
sure that's not true.
After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the
I
Crooked
hope
Man,
I've done some good.
it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Wait a minute. That's what, Faith said to me.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Was that really Faith the whole time? Maybe Little Mermaid was dead?
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Huh. I need to think about that for a bit, because I feel like maybe what happened was... wow, maybe Faith glamoured herself to look like Little Mermaid and they switched. I remember there was a clue about "Thanks for covering for me." Faith wrote to the Little Mermaid, "Thanks for covering for me." So maybe if they glamoured to look like each other? I don't know. I really want to think about that. I mean, it seems like they kept saying similar stuff that just happened there. I wonder if that did happen, but I'm not going to be able to figure it out in the next few minutes. Let's go over the player choices. Half the people killed Georgie. 67% brought Crooked Man back. 40% tried to... we imprisoned him. Basically, everyone accepted the gift. It'd kind of be weird if you didn't. About 30% of the people said, "I hope I've done some good here." So this is actually really interesting. I'd love to think more about this in the end. Let's see. I lied. Okay, so it's gonna show. I lied to Beast about seeing Beauty. I promised her I wouldn't tell. I promised Beauty I wouldn't tell Beast, and I didn't. And I impressed her with my skills. Bluebeard, I fought with him after the interrogation. I offered the butcher protection. They gave Colin a drink, and I helped him avoid the farm. I took him back. Crooked Man took him back to the well, and I imprisoned him. So, Faith, deceased. You gave her money after the fight with the woodsman. Gren, I drank with him after Lulu's funeral. I also didn't pull his arm off, but I feel like that should be noted. Holly, I pretended to be the woodsman. Snow, I brought her along with me to the Trip Trap. I promised to bring Crooked Man back alive. I chose to wait for Tim, and I accepted the beetle and gave it to Snow. Okay, so Toad. I stood up for him when Snow wanted to send him to the farm, and I gave him money. Those are cool. So, I didn't expect that. So I would like to wonder if anyone who did watch it, what they would have done with the Crooked Man, and two, if they think it was just coincidence with Lily and Faith, if they maybe thought, not Lily and Faith, with Faith and Nerissa, if maybe Faith glamoured herself to look like Nerissa, and the Little Mermaid, Nerissa actually was the one who was dead the whole time. Maybe it was coincidence. I don't know. I have to think about that. But I'd like to hear everyone else's opinion, so if you'd like to leave it, just go ahead and leave it in the comments. This is Friendly Gamer 117. This is the last episode of this series, and I still have the Dragon Age ones going Thursday now, and I need to find another Tuesday series. But I hope you all like the series, and I'd love to hear your comments on what you guys would have thought, or what you would have done, and what you also thought. So thank you very much. This is Friendly Gamer 117, signing off.